Good morning. I had a request for a video to show how to play and use this game in your classroom. So once you come onto the TPT store and you find the PowerPoint game you want to play and you've purchased it, it will say download. So you're going to click this download button and it will download it over here. And yeah, I've done it a few times. Open it up. There are some files. There's a read this first PDF, and that just goes through how to play if you want it in paper form, and it also contains the recording sheet if you wanted to record your answers as the class. So there's two ways you can play. You can play it as a game where it's team against team, or if you wanted the kids just to review the book and write down their own individual answers, then you can print off this sheet and give a sheet to each of the children, and they can record their answers. So that's in the game PDF. But what you want to do to play the game is you're going to open up this file that says PPSX. It's one that's PowerPoint slideshow. So you're going to double click on that. It will open up to this screen. So this is the opening screen, and you're going to click on play. Here's how to play. So like I said before, there's the two ways you can play it as teams, or you can use the PDF to write down the answers. It's just like Jeopardy. You just pick a category, the score amounts. The bigger the score, the harder the question. So you can click the answer key at any time to get an answer. The check mark is the scoreboard. The arrow will take you to the question board, and exit will exit. So we're on the main board. So this is where you could have the class ask a question, pick an answer, pick a question, pick a category and an amount, and then you're simply going to click. Once this is clicked, you can't come back to it. It will disappear. So this is a question worth 200 points. What room did the Grand High Witch stay in at the Hotel Magnificent? So if they're writing down the answers, if you're having your class write the answers down, do not click answer because it will tell them the answer. You could simply go back to the question board. If you're playing it in a Jeopardy style and they say, okay, she was in room 36, you can click the answer to see if they got it right. She was in room 454. If the team said 454 and they got it right, you're going to click onto the scoreboard. The scoreboard has 3 teams. You can play with 2 teams. And if they got it right, you're going to click the amount. I believe that was a $200, so you're just going to put 200. If you accidentally hit too many, just click through the numbers. They scroll to 9 and then back to 0. So you can always reset it. And then you can go back to the question board. The question board, that question disappeared. So it is no longer available. So let's say they wanted general trivia for 300. Who was cooked like a carrot, frizzled like a fritter? So they can answer it as a team, or they can write it down. And if you click answer, a witch, the one that talked back to the Grand High Witch in the meeting at the RSPCC. So if they get that, you can go, maybe that was team 2 and they got it correct. And go back, the question will disappear. Once you've played the game, to exit the game, you can exit at any time, you will lose all the questions. These questions will reappear. So you have to play the game through its entirety. If the recess bell goes or fire bell goes, you're just going to want to leave it as is and pause it, because if you were to exit out of it, oops, so I press exit, and then you come back into it and open it back up. Cue Jeopardy music. It takes its time. Play. All of the questions are back. So you will lose that. You will also lose the score. So it resets the scoreboard and it resets the question board when you click exit out of the game. So that's just something to note. But the questions are from easiest, so 100, name 3 ways to recognize a witch. So there's a whole bunch they gave in the book. To the harder questions, which may be, what was the name of the witch that sniffed Luke out in the ballroom by shouting dog droppings? And that was Mildred. So there you go. That is how you play the game, and you can play it time and time again. You can put it up onto your smartboard. You can put it onto a whiteboard. It's a fun way to wrap up the book and to see how much comprehension the children have. I hope that video helps you, and I will look forward to hearing any feedback if you enjoyed the game.